and Twitch hasn't done anything to stop it at this point.
Hello, hello, hello. I think we might be live. Good morning, everybody. Let's put you back on your little stand. Good morning, everybody, from a bleary-eyed Lisa here in that there Yorkshire. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The live stream is about to go out. The notifications should be hitting very, very shortly, so people will be joining very, very shortly. If you are watching this in the replay, can we please have an emoji in the comment section today? What emoji shall we have today? I don't know. Shall we have the coffee cup emoji? Just because, yeah, we'll have the coffee emoji, please. So then, good morning, everybody. I don't know quite what is happening with the YouTubes today. I have. That's good English, isn't it? I have really struggled getting on to the YouTubes this morning. I have had to completely sign out and completely sign in again, which is always a whole bunch of fun. But all of my kind of remembered details, so my password, all of that, all of my login details, seems to have gone from my laptop. So I don't know whether YouTube is changing things or whether I've done something on the laptop or whether it's just one of those random sort of security improvements which never improve security or anything else. But yes, anyway, we are now live. I have just had a notification on my phone, so there we go. So notifications are now out, so hopefully we'll have a few more people joining us shortly. But if you are here on the replay crew, as I say, stick a coffee cup emoji down in the chat. By the way, do you like the t-shirt? We are on with the Offend My Eyes, evil, sort of zombie, nuclear glowing, oozing ratty of doom, which I absolutely adore because we are so close to Halloween. We are so, I can smell it. Genuinely, I can smell autumn. Literally, 2 days ago, I opened the door and I stood outside our front door and I was like, it's awesome. It's on its way. I can smell it in the air. There was just a shift, where suddenly you go, oh, and then I look over and a leaf falls from the tree. And I was like, aha, there we go. Autumn is coming. Autumn is coming. Sod winter is coming. That's what Game of Thrones should have been all about. Samhain is coming. Halloween is coming. Good morning, Julie Parish. Hope you're both okay. Good to see Rufus on your last vlog. Do you know that there's a little bit of a story behind that, Julie, because like about 2 weeks prior to that, we filmed a vlog in the car, and I was like, so Rufus is back. I was like, hi everybody, it's Lisa. I'm Rufus, he says, and I was like, and there he is, look, he's on camera, he's alive, blah, 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 blah. Big thing about him being back on the channel. Didn't edit it, didn't put it up. A week after, I filmed it again. Didn't do all of that, because at that point, I was still planning on using that footage. So it was just another, oh yes, look, last week I told you he's back. This week he's back. Of course he is. I need my glasses because I'm struggling to read. There we go. And then it was just like a continuation of him being back on the channel. So last week when we filmed it, it was like the 3rd or 4th week running that he'd been in the vlog. But because I hadn't edited and uploaded them, I then realized when I put it on, everybody was like, oh, Rufus is back. And I was like, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. It's the first time you've seen him. Oopsie. But yeah, so we just filmed it again last night, so he is back in the vlog. So those are going to go up every Saturday now, where we will do what we've eaten this week, what our, some particularly nice foods, what the sin values were, all of that. We'll do that because I just think it's interesting and it keeps us on track. And every day I take a picture of the food that we're eating, the main meals. And so you would think, wouldn't you? You would think that I would do something with those photos, but apparently not. Yeah, apparently not. Anyway, so I've got to say good morning to everybody. We now have a few. Good morning, Anita. Good morning, Major, my darling. I hope you are well. I do hope you are well. I had all sorts of trouble with YouTube this morning, but we are here. We are fighting the good fight. I haven't had a coffee yet because I've like literally not been up that long. I woke up late. I took a trip yesterday across the Pennines, across the Dales, across the Solent to go and see our lovely Kirsty. And yeah, it was good. But by the time I then got back yesterday for Slimming World, and then we went shopping after we filmed the vlog, and then we went shopping, and then we didn't go shopping, then we had dinner. I was so tired. So I completely I think I was asleep by 1 a.m., which, if you know me, is like normal people's 7 p.m. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a whole heap of fun. How is everybody this morning? How are you, Nee? How are you, Julie? We've got a few other people watching. How are you if you are watching? By the way, little bit of housekeeping. We have got slow mode on, which means you can only put a comment on every 15 seconds or so. It just means that it keeps things a little bit easier for me to respond. But also, we are on subscriber only mode. Sorry, I need my coffee. I need my coffee so badly. You can see I've got my second coffee sat here. So yes, we're on subscriber only mode. Good morning, Belinda. Hello, my darling. I saw your video pop up, Poundland haul. I'm on that one. Trust me, as soon as you know what? So it's not that I forgot I was live streaming today. And it's not that I forgot today was a Thursday. But it's kind of, I forgot that today was Thursday and I was due to live stream, which meant I didn't have time to watch your video. Because I literally was like, oh, Poundland haul, let's go shopping with Belinda in Poundland. I was like, oh yes, go on, we'll watch that one. I wonder what's new, because I've not been to Poundland in probably about 3 months. Because we've stopped going up to Crown Point. We just go to Aldi now because it's easier. So yeah, and especially now because people aren't wearing masks, it's a bit, I don't like going to busy shopping centres anymore. But anyway, I almost sat down. I was sat down and I was like, oh, I'll just watch this. I've been watching Audra at Home play Doom. I love Audra at Home. And I was like, your video popped up. I was like, right, in my suggested, the thing where you thing, got the little thing on the YouTube. So you got the thing and it tells you the thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I was going to watch it, and I was literally like, oh, well, Audra's is like, how long's Audra's? An hour and a half. And I was like, well, I probably haven't got time to watch all of that, so I'll stick Belinda's on in a sec. And then I was like, just make myself a coffee. And I was like, oh, I've got to go live in 10 minutes. And my laptop was still in the bag that I took over to Her Majesty's. And yeah, so, you know, as you can imagine, I literally was like, oh, I better get set up then. Right, okay, let's get set up. So yeah, so that was a bit of a faff on, and then YouTube wouldn't let me on. Long story short, Renata of the craft. Blessings from you, and hopefully from the gods too. Well, I hope so. I hope we have some blessings. I could do with some blessings. I really could. Actually, that's a bit. I think I've got quite a few blessings at the moment. I think, you know, generally speaking, I think my life is more blessed than it is cursed. So I think that's overall, that's a good thing. Anita, I'm a little bit concerned about the shall we do the normal I'm okay in inverted commas. Oh, sorry, I so need my coffee this morning. And I'm even on the instant coffee because I only went on to Pact yesterday and sorted out my order. And I hadn't cancelled it. I don't know why it hadn't been sent. I think there's something glitched in their system. They were like, your next one is due on the 10th of August. And I was like, isn't that last week? Wasn't it supposed to be here already? But I think because I changed because you can change your coffee options. And because I changed my coffee, my preference, I think I buggered it up. So I hadn't actually cancelled it. It had just gone a bit. You let you off as long as you watch it later. I will watch it later, my darling. I have not been in a Poundland in months. I'm really eager to know if they're starting to get the Halloween stuff in, because I am starting. Oh, is it rubbish instant compared to your packed? It's not rubbish instant. It's 1/2 Americano, no, 1/2 Millicano, and 1/2 Costa instant. And the Costa instant is crap. It's like piss water. You need to put about 4. So there's actually, I think 2.5 teaspoons of coffee in here, and about the same in the other one. Because it's just crap. There's no flavour to it. It's like Costa coffee. Oh, yes, please. I'll have that. As soon as it came out, I was like, yep, £5 a thing. It wasn't even on their special offer thing yet. It was £5. I was like, yes, I'll have that. Get in my basket. Straight to the checkout. Yum, yum, yum. Literally almost like eating it with a spoon out of a tin because I was so excited to have Costa coffee at home. And it was not good. Not good. Not good. Don't recommend it. I recommend everything else, like their ground coffee, their beans are okay. They're all nice. They're not quite as strong a blend as you get in the store, but that's what you expect. But their instant, no, it just wasn't. You've never tried Costa instant. Maybe you won't bother now. If you like, so I like rocket fuel coffee. I like my coffee to be strong. I like it to have a really strong flavor. I like it to be, ideally, I like it to be a very dark roast. So you know what I mean? Like a very dark roast. That's what I really like. However, most people, this would be too bitter, too much coffee, too intense. I know, right? Imagine me being too intense for some people. Can you imagine? Wow! Can you imagine that? So, yeah. So, if you like, how can I put it? If you like quite a medium, like a standard coffee flavor, if you're one of those people who like a milky coffee, like if you like a cappuccino and a milky coffee, you'll like the Costa instant. It's not bad. It's quite a nice flavored coffee, flavor of coffee. It's quite nice, except for me, it's like I need to use about 2 tablespoons rather than teaspoons. So yeah, for me, it's just a little bit lacking in the punch. And the reason I like Costa over Starbucks is because Starbucks is burnt. So Starbucks, when they do their roast, they over roast it, and basically what you get is chicory rather than the coffee. I know, right? I'm such a coffee snob, but you get the chicory. And I'm really not a coffee snob. If I ever come to anyone's house, by the way, and you're like, oh shit, she wants a coffee. You know, if you go, do you want a drink? Like, oh yeah, go on, I'll have a coffee if you got one. Right? Bung me anything in a cup. It can be Poundland Mellow Birds, like the cheapest cheap Mellow Birds when you get in Poundland. It can be off-brand anything. It really doesn't bother me. Like, coffee is coffee is coffee. But if I'm paying £5 for a thing of instant coffee, you can get it for £3 now. But if I'm paying £5 for it, I want it to be coffee, and it wasn't. Good evening. Oh, I'm missing some chats. Good evening to, good morning. Good morning to Neats. And I've said that. What the hell am I saying? Right, Yaz. Feels like, oh yeah, hi Yaz. I think I said hello to you. I can't remember. Feels like they put their name on a bog standard instant. A little bit. I don't think it was. I don't think it was. It doesn't taste like their signature blend, which is what it's supposed to taste like. But it may just also be that I always go for a soy, and I tend to go for quite a strong coffee. So yeah. Little Miss Budget, good morning, my darling. Good morning, everyone. Ness, good morning, love. Everybody saying hi, Ness. Renata of the Craft. Lisa, I hope that both you and Rufus are both well. We are, ish. You're getting lots of buffering at the Mo. Really? From Ocean Keltoy. What's Ocean Keltoy? I'm not sure what that is. Byron, good morning, Byron, my darling. Hello, going now as working, but have given thumbs up. Thank you very much. Just wanted to say I love Mellow Birds with Coffee Mate. It's your guilty pleasure. We'll watch on catch up later. I used to like Coffee Mate. It gives it a kind of like a creamy flavour, doesn't it? And Mellow Birds with Coffee Mate, do you know what? Like, you can get Mellow Birds in Poundland now. It's such a cheap blend, but actually, do you know what? I would prefer £1 Mellow Birds over my Costa and everything else. You're such a snob if you've got one of those French presses and make a coffee that way. Good morning, Blonde Pixie. Are you a snob? No. I've got a cafetiere. I've got the V60 coffee dripper. I've got a metal coffee dripper. We've had the Nespresso pod machine. We didn't go for the Tassimo because it was a bit of a faff. But I've had... Eventually, I am going to buy, when I win the lottery, so you all need to send me lottery tickets. No, you all need to, can you imagine? No, you all need to send me lottery luck, okay? Because when I win the lottery or when I get a couple of £100, that is splurging money, right? I am going to buy a professional grade coffee machine so I can do the proper pack it down, you know, the thing with the handle. I've had cheaper ones, like 50, 60, 70 quid ones, and they're just not up to it for what I want. So I need to get a proper, like, what I need to do is find a coffee shop that's going out of business that just wants to sell me their coffee machine for like 80 quid. You know, like one of the big professional ones. That's all I need. All I need to do is 2 coffees at once so I can do my cup to drink and my cup to save. That's all I need. If anybody's got one, if you're watching this and you're currently, I was about to say, if you're watching this and you are closing down your business, send me your coffee machine. As if that's a really jolly thing. Yeah, if you're going out of business and going to lose your house because, you know, the Rona's shut your business down and you got no customers, send me your coffee machine. I don't mean to laugh. It was just the fact that I was just about to say so blasé. Yeah, if you're going out of business, send me it. No, honestly, if you are going out of business, my heart is going. I'm hating what's going on in the world right now. I hate the fact that people are losing their homes and their businesses. I think it's absolutely awful. And, of course, the fact that people are losing their lives still with Rona. But we won't go there today. You're working too, supposedly, but if I'm typing, then I'm working. Just it's on YouTube. Yes, that's exactly true, Nate. That is exactly true. The Blonde Pixie, get one of those at auction. That's a good idea, actually. Do you know what I wanted to do? What's the, is it police auctions? I mean, they wouldn't have one at a police auction, would they? But they might do, like the liquidation auctions and things. You know, when like people haven't paid their bills and they get the bailiffs go in. Like you could get them there, but I don't know where any of that is. So you'll definitely be coming to yours if you get a proper coffee machine. At some point, it is going to happen. Like whether it's going to be like, it might be next year's joint birthday and Christmas present to both of us. Is me going, oh yeah, to both of us, we're going to treat ourselves. And yet Rufus doesn't drink coffee and can't have, can only have decaf. So. Excuse me, I keep, it's because I haven't had my coffee. Yeah. I will get one at some point. Like that is a guarantee at some point. Look at my hair today. I was trying to like have it all nice and big and some sort of curl in it, but it's just kind of, it just goes, it looked really good about 25 minutes ago, and then it started to look a bit frizzy, so I was patting it down, and now it just looks like this. But anyway, I will definitely have a look at auction. So what was I going to say? I was going to say something this morning. What was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, first of all, we've got 9 or 10 watching. It keeps flickering between. We've only got four of the thumbs up. So if you are watching this and you haven't already, please do hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching this and you're wondering why you can't put a comment on, we do have subscriber mode set on today, so just click your subscribe button and then wait at least 5 minutes, and then you'll be able to comment on the comments. Yeah, you'll be able to put a comment on. Belinda, you're having a Charlotte Tilbury makeover later. You can't wait. Wow. Darlings, have you tried my new Charlotte Tilbury makeover service? Only £450, and you get a free mini travel-sized sample of some shit that is probably 2 years out of date. Lovely. Are you filming it? Are you vlogging it? Vlog it, because I really want to watch that. Yeah, vlog it. Absolutely vlog it. Like, don't even ask them permission. Just take your camera, set it up, tripod, lighting system, ring light, couple of soft panel lights on the side, set it all up, camera there in the middle, go, right, go on then. Sorry, I'm a YouTuber, don't you know? I need this. Absolutely do that. Renata of the Craft, Ocean Kaltoy is an American Norse heathen pagan. Oh, you watch some of his vids as I find myself much supported in my beliefs through someone with a quite similar setup. I'm just not quite so butch as he. I will have a look. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever come across that name, Ocean Kaltoy. Do you know what it sounded like? Do you know what like, you know when you make snap assumptions, don't we? We all do. When you said Ocean Kaltoy, for some reason, I was thinking like relaxation, meditation-y type music with like ocean sounds and whale sounds going off over there. And I was thinking, that, you know, in your head where you just go snap, like I was like, there's probably a whole channel where there's lots of different like nice oceanic sounds, and they could have been like filmed, recorded live, you know, on a boat out in the ocean, listening to the orcas, you know, swimming with the dolphins live. And I can't do it. What was Flipper? That noise that Flipper made, that. That's what you come to this channel for. Yes, bad impersonations of 70s and 80s TV dolphins. Quality content here on this channel. Oh, Jesus. Just done it. You're a bit slow today. Oh, thank you, Ness. Anita. Oh, Belinda Bougie. It's a bit bougie, yes. Maybe you should film it, Belinda. See, Yaz agrees with me. That's not like you, Ness. I know, right? Lovely. A Charlotte Tilbury moment. Almost jealous. No, I'm not. Well, to be fair, I still haven't tried any of her products. Belinda, not sure if they let you film. If you're paying for the bloody thing, you've got the right to film it. This is the thing with Rockerbox and that certain person saying that like none of our reviews should be up before the 8th. I bloody pay for it. I'm sorry. Thank you very much, by the way. Thank you very much. If you are one of my new 50 plus subscribers on this channel in the last month, like I think we're at something like 59 or 60 brand new subscribers to this channel. If you are one of my brand new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you're finding me through the Rockerbox content, because that went bonkers this month rather, thank you very much for joining. There will be more beauty content. I do actually have a Rockerbox mystery box to unbox ahead of, is it next week after, when beginning of the month when the Rockerbox goes out. So if you are joining me for the first time since subscribing because of Rockerbox, thank you very much. If you are one of my brand new subscribers on this channel, are brand new because it's me and Rufus, if you're one of our brand new subscribers on this channel that are here for the Slimming World content, there will be lots more Slimming World content coming your way. We actually, and I will let you know everything that how everything went yesterday in a little bit, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff from Slimming World. We are helping out our consultants for doing some leaflet drops in our area. We're going to combine it with some body magic, which is basically the Slimming World version of a little bit of exercise. So we're going to do some body magic. We're going to go in leaflet. We've got one of these each, and there's 100 leaflets in here. So we're helping our consultant out because since the Rona, everything got shut down, and a lot of people don't know that it's back up and running and all of that. So we are fully submerged back into the Slimming World community at the moment. I've started watching Patrick Harris from Weigh In Time. If anybody is wanting Slimming World tips and tricks, have a look at Weigh In Time. He's absolutely, I love him. So Patrick is somebody a bit like me, Rufus. He was on about 4 years ago, did a lot of content, journaled all of his weight loss journey, literally put it all online. He then, prior to Corona, got very close to the fact, I think he hit his target, was doing really well. The Rona happened, and then he's gained weight, and he's actually gained almost all of the weight back that he lost. So very similar to me, Rufus, except we gained more than we lost. But anyway, and he's very, very good. So have a little look at Weigh In Time. Very, 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 very good. So if you're here for Slimming World content, there will be lots of that. I will let you know what happened with our weigh-in. I do have my my wooden spoon. This is actually for leafleting. Yes, so this is for leafleting. And the idea of this is that you lift the letterbox up like this, shove the leaflet through, and then you put it down. You don't have to touch anything. So that's why I've got a wooden spoon as well. Clever, you see. Very, very, very clever. You see a pentagram upside down. What's going on? Have you swapped sides? No, it's just a T-shirt. It's a spooky, spooky, ratty T-shirt. So it's a ratty that is like glowing with radiation, and like the ratty is a Satanist or whatever. And then there's a ghost dog there. There's a bunny rabbit there who I think's had too much lipstick tested on him. I know, right? It's sad. That's a ratty. There's a cat there as well. It's from Offend My Eyes, and it's just one of their. I was feeling a bit. Do you know what it is? I said at the very beginning of this, I am starting on the hunt for Halloween stuff. That's one of the things I wanted. I was mid-sentence and my brain went off. On Belinda's video, I really hope that there is some Halloween stuff in Poundland. I really do, because I am going to do, hopefully tomorrow or Saturday, we're going to go to Crown Point where there's a Poundland, a Home Bargains, a TK Maxx. What else is there? Asda at Home. All of those type stores. And I'm on the hunt for the first lots of Halloween season. That's what I'm looking for. So, yes. Right, let's have a look. La 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 la. Yeah, it should be good. It should be good PR. You're quite right, Anita. If you've got a channel, Belinda, with the number of viewers that you've got, I mean, I know we're not in the mega channel stages, but it's still good publicity. So yeah, Charlotte Tilbury ads are on YouTube again, aren't they just? Darlings, have you tried my SPF 50? This. Do you know what? In the video, she does this. She goes, just one application and you'll feel the glow, the what's it called? We'll call it glam glow. I don't know what it's called. She goes, you'll feel the glam glow on your skin. And I'm like, why would I want to feel an SPF on my skin? I don't want to feel it. And she literally in the video, she goes, just one application and you'll feel the glam glow on your skin. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Am I the only one who's watched that advert and gone, I don't want to feel the product on my skin. I want it to sink into my skin, do nice things to my skin and protect my skin. What the holy is that all about? Darlings, I might have to do it. I've got the red wig. I might have to do it. Now she's back doing that. I might have to do a complete piss take. Anyway, you won it, Belinda. Oh, how did you win it? Oh, how did you win that? That sounds cool. How much is it worth? Wow, that's cool. On that front, you slept last night. Renato, I read that completely different. I read that you just said, on that note, I slept last night with Vikings. I was like, get you. Thor's hammer ringing the clouds, a fire crackling. Oh, that sounds amazing. Looking forward to seeing if the new and more expensive rocket is worth it. Have seen a lot of people on Insta not happy about it. Now, I was talking to Kirsty about this yesterday because it is a 50% price increase. And when you say it like that, that's a lot of money to increase it by. However, it's only a Fiverr price increase, which puts them into the same sort of category as a lot of the other beauty boxes. So I think Rockerbox is around 12 or 13 pound plus P&P, something like that. So it kind of puts it into the same sort of area as Lib, as Glossybox, as some of those others. And when you consider the difference between Rockerbox and Birchbox is all samples and Rockerbox is generally full sizes. You know, there might be one sample size per box. I don't think that £15 is a bad price for it. I do think the way they've gone about it is absolutely shocking. What they should have done is to basically... personally, I think they should have increased it by a couple of quid, waited a year, increased it by a couple of quid to 15. Like, done it something like that, £12.50 and then 15, staggered it. because I think that would have stopped some of the backlash. But also, like this thing where they're like, we're going to do an all luxe. Well, you were selling Rockerbox on the idea that it was luxe anyway. You were already telling us that they were like the best beauty brands. Are you now saying that an extra $5 is going to get us a Charlotte Tilbury mascara, a Chantecaille powder, I was about to say a Marc Jacobs, but we've had Marc Jacobs in there before. Are we now going to get a Charlotte Denona, a Charlotte Denona palette? I don't think so. You're not putting it in the luxe category like a BoxyCharm. Like if you could, that would be my thing. Do you know what? The instant that BoxyCharm is available in the UK, Rockerbox is gone. Because that would be my instant over there for that. But yes, did I see the Instagram live? No, I didn't, about the new box. I saw that, I think it had started and I clicked on it and then I saw the presenter and she looked gormless as all hell. Sorry, but she really did. She reminded me of the one from Latest in Beauty, where she's like, this lovely, we've got the most amazing product here. This is not just any spatula. This is a wooden spatula. And as you can see, it is slightly, look at that lovely shape there, which will help lift your products. Natasha Denona. Did I say Charlotte Denona? Oh, sorry, Natasha Denona. It will help lift your bacon off of your pan. Your eggs will no longer burn because you can do, this is the most amazing product. And you're like, it's a wooden spoon. It's a wooden spatula. I see that in Poundland every day. But when they like try and make it out to be this big thing, when they did that lip change and they were all over the, the presenter on the live was wooden. I didn't watch it. Oh my God, no, I didn't watch it. Hang on, let me finish your thing. You did laugh when she wasn't exactly professional. Really? Why? Why was she not professional? What was happening? Wow. Oh, I need to go back. Can you go back? Can you go back and rewatch Instagram lives? I don't think I've ever done that. She was quite uppity about all the negativity. I bet. No, I didn't. It seems madness to put price up, though, when people's purse strings are tighter than ever. Do you know what? I don't think TK Maxx have lots of Halloween in already. Oh, my God. Right. Okay, we're going to TK Maxx. If we didn't have appointments, I'd go there today. I didn't. But do you know what? I think, if you think about it, right? Oh, you can watch after it's been uploaded. Thank you, Anita. Rockerbox hasn't increased their price in the 2 years I've been with them. They haven't increased their price at all. So I think in 2 years, everything has gone up, especially with Rona, especially after Brexit, where that's completely screwed everybody that gets anything from abroad. I mean, God, I have stopped buying, I think, virtually anything from Europe, from the States, unless it's something where it says quite specifically and explicitly customs charges are included, because I have been hit with custom charges and your £8 postcard, and then you go, oh, your customs charge is £3.50, and then you pay an £8 postcard to get an item that's only worth £15 in the first place. It's doubling the cost of everything at the moment. And so I do not in any way begrudge Rockerbox increasing their price to £15. I think if they put it to £20, all hell would have let loose. But I think looking at it logically, £15 for a beauty box is probably very, very good. She also let slip that they get a lot of products for free. So people were asking, why put the price up if you get stuff for free? Because a lot of the products they don't. And all beauty boxes get stuff for free. This is what we've said. Who was here on the live stream when we were talking on the videos? Who remembers? I think it was back over on the other channel last year where I was saying that is Rockin' now the most expensive? I think it'll be the same price as Latest in Beauty, because isn't that £15 plus your P&P, and then your P&P goes free after 3 months. I think it's the same price as the Latest in Beauty when you first join. But £15 plus your £3.95, like that isn't horrendous. It isn't, and like I'm not here for, you know, to promote Rockerbox, but I don't think that is a horrendous price. And you know I'm a cheap bitch. You know I am a cheap bitch, so I don't think that's too bad. But what I will say is, like, do you remember when we were doing the reviews last year and I was getting lots of different other boxes and I was getting a lot of skincare, and I was saying it's because the companies are dumping them on the subscription boxes. That looks like it's absolutely true. So that assertion, that guess looks like it was absolutely true, because they will pay a nominal fee for 1,000 units, because the companies just need it out of the warehouses because they've got new stock being done all the time and they need the old stock cleared. So a lot of them, the companies will also send trial size, sample size, travel size. They send them those for free, because the idea is if you get a trial size LMS marine collagen thingy and you're like, the full size is £60, I don't know whether that's worth it, but you get a little travel size, you whack it on your face and suddenly you look like a toddler again because you're like, look how young I am, my skin's glowing, then you're likely to go and buy that, or you're more likely to go and buy the LMS, the full size. So the companies will send them out because it's just marketing. It's just marketing. Like, send you some free stuff. Hopefully then you'll buy it after you've run out. So that makes perfect sense. And they've all done that. All the sub boxes do that. Birchbox is made up of that sort of product, allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Don't sue me. But Birchbox is made up of that, I would say. And a lot of the other ones are as well. They are made up of those samples. In fact, if anybody has seen the pre-release stuff for Feel Unique's advent calendar, I would say a third of those items at least are travel size mini samples, deluxe sample sizes that the companies would have sent Feel Unique for free. And they are so bad. And that's £120 for that advent calendar. And again, me and Kirsty were talking about it yesterday, and I said, like, £120 is a fair whack. But in the realm of beauty calendars, it's probably somewhere in the sort of middle to slightly middle up section. Like, it's not the most expensive by any way, shape or form, but it is in kind of that upper echelon. So yeah, it is. It's $18.95 including P&P now. And I'm going to be completely honest. When it turns out, I'll be completely honest. I will let you know 100% my thoughts, and I will let you know whether it's worth it. And the thing is, they need a good couple of months. If they do what Latest in Beauty did, which is to make a big deal about rebranding, changing this, changing that, changing the other, then they, no, Blonde Pixie, never do Glossy Box. Glossy Box is, so I keep thinking about doing my top 5 sub boxes, my bottom 5 sub boxes. Would people want to see that? To see me go through? Because I've got all of the inserts from last year's, from when I got all the Glossy Box, Birchbox, Lib Box. What else did I get? Pretty Obsessed, Beguile Beauty, Pit Box, that other one that was cruelty free. Yeah, I got several of them. Would people be interested in seeing a video where I kind of go my top 5 or my top 3, my top choices for sub boxes for beauty boxes? Because I will wait and see. I will wait until the I will wait until the new Rocker Box comes out, and then I will give you my opinion. Because Latest in Beauty last year, when they rebranded in January and said, instead of getting 3, 6, or 9, you can now only get 6, and it's now going to be full size and top brands. That was a complete and utter. That was complete BS. And after 3 months of going, but my selection isn't any better, and yes, you have got some nicer brands, but you're doing it as special drops, not as regular drops. Not interested. Like the Dr. Botanicals hemp stuff, like once I'd got 5 or 6 of those over the course of a few months, then I was like, right, I don't need that now. Bye. You need a Poundland subscription box. But the thing is, right, That sounds like, that could be fun. You can go to Poundland, right? Seriously. In fact, I might even try this. In fact, when I go shopping, I'm going to try this. I will make a Poundland / Home Bargains subscription box, right? So I will try and dupe a subscription box with those. In fact, that's a really good idea for a video, Lisa. Shut up, stop giving everybody. That Belinda, she'll be at Poundland and Home Bargains like at midday. She'll be going, oh, just get in the car now. Oh, that's a really good idea, Lisa. What are you doing then? She'll be at that bloody Home Bargains with Belinda Chapman. She'll be going, this, putting them there. This, Poundland, putting them there in a Poundland box. Video will be up tomorrow morning. You watch. See? I'm giving all my video ideas away, but no, I am going to do that. I will dupe a beauty box. In fact, what I'll do, your inner tight bitch approves of dupes. Yeah, absolutely. Mine too. What I will do, I will have a look, right? And I will have a look at a couple of past months from random beauty boxes, and I will try and dupe it in a I will try and dupe it as a, all right, Belinda, you're on. We'll do it as a collab. You do one and I'll do one. I will do a, and then I'll tell you what, if you want, Belinda, here's the challenge, right? A £10 maximum spend, including postage, which means the box and all of the items under £10. Now your postage is going to be like £3.20 for a small parcel, right? So this is literally a challenge. So, or shall we? Yeah, for £3. Yeah, right. Are you up for this? So, actually, everybody in the chat, right? While we've got people here in the chat, shall we do £10 plus postage or £10 including postage? Because Belinda, the challenge will be then, my darling, I'll get you a box, right? A box, and it has to come in a box with a lid or that opens, some sort of like sub box type, shoe box type thing. But it's got to be a box you buy. So Poundland, Home Bargains, One Below, wherever it is, right? We'll get a box and we'll put up to whatever price the chat decides, whether it's £10 including postage or £10 plus postage, like Rocket Box used to be. £10 plus postage, says Cal. Good morning, Cal. Good morning, my darling. How are you? Haven't seen you on for a while. You've been lurking. You're a lurker. We've been told about people like you, lurkers. Yeah, right. So we'll do a box. So including the box and any packaging peanuts, any like wormy worms, anything like that, right? And I'll send you a box for you to review, and you send me a box because I've got your address, you've got mine, right? And we'll do that. And then that'll be, I do like an all-inclusive price, but I'm that sort of online spender. Yeah, I am as well. But I've got to say, oh, I was about to say a whole lot of stuff that I can't say till October. Oh my God. Oh, I caught myself then. Right. Belinda, are you up for this? Because people are saying £10 plus postage as per all other boxes. So if you're up for this, we'll do that, right? So £10. Okay, okie dokie, Yaz. She's going to go and walk the doggos. Okay, Yaz, my darling, yeah, I'll probably still be on for a little while. So that's what we'll do then, Belinda. A £10 price budget, right, to buy the products, and a mix of, so normally in the sub boxes, you might get like 1 or 2 makeup items, 1 or 2 skincare, 1 or 2 hair care, maybe a tool. So we'll kind of do that, and we've got to find, what, how many items shall we say? A tenner challenge you're always excited for. Yeah. How many items shall we say? Because normally you get between 5 or 6, depending on the sub boxes. So then if we say, well, just say the whole £10. See what we can get for £10 for, and it's got to be products that we'd use ourselves. Okay. So like, because I know full well I can go to Poundland and buy the cheapest, naffest, crappiest shit and fill it. I could probably fill a cardboard, like a proper box, let alone a little shoeboxy thing. I could fill a box full of crap, It wouldn't be stuff that I would personally use, but we'll do that. I will send you some makeup, skincare. So this is what we'll do: makeup, skincare, tools, hair care. Right? Those are the 4 items, and we can get, as long as we've got one thing from every one of those categories, because that's what they normally say. Oh, you get a mix of tools and skincare and hair care. Only the best products and no sample sizes. And we'll do that. When do you want to do it for? When should we do it? Should we do it for shall we do it for the end of August? So literally, if we buy it all in the next week and send it over, that gives us like a couple of weeks to get it to each other, and we'll put them up on a particular day. Message me on the Instagram and we'll sort out a day. But I think that's a great challenge. And then we can always like include other people and do other collabs and challenges. That would be great. You'll think you'll pass this as your makeup purchasing is quite limited and you have loads to use up. Yeah, absolutely, Renata. I've got so much makeup. I mean, literally, I've got so much makeup, it's ridiculous. I am, you've had Lancome and Estee Lauder mascaras, and they always irritate. Poundland one, not a problem. Do you know what? Here we go. Underneath the blanket that is hiding everything, right? This is my makeup brushes, and I've got, there's actually my favorite foundation brush, my favorite powder foundation brush is a pound from Morrison's. I've got 3 of these in different tubs because they're in different places and I use them at different times. This is the one that's currently being used. All my brushes now need a good old clean, but this is my favorite brush. This is a Jeffree Star brush. I prefer this over the Jeffree Star. With his Morphe collab, I've got, what's that? That's a Morphe brush. I've got a Spectrum brush. I've got, I think that was a Glossy Box brush, never used those. More Morphe brushes, Revolution brushes. What's that? I've got Charles Fox brushes, the professional brushes from when I was on stage. And they were bloody expensive. I've got a couple of MAC brushes and all sorts, right? My blending brush of choice. This is my blending brush of choice, and it's a pound from Poundland. In fact, you can now get this exact brush in One Below for 79p, 89p, so it's less than a pound. And I've had these brushes that I got in Poundland from when I first did my very first Poundland challenge video, which is probably 18 months old at least, right? So this brush I have owned and used sort of solidly on a regular, almost daily basis for 18 months. It is absolutely perfect. Like, yes, it needs a clean, and it will get a bloody good clean. And look at all that. Look at all that eyeshadow coming off it. I should have done that. But it will absolutely get clean, and it will clean up. It will dry out really lovely. It will go back to exactly its like perfect shape. It's the perfect firmness for blending. It's firm enough to get a good blend. It's soft enough that it doesn't feel scratchy. The bristles are nice. None of them have ever fallen. And this was in One Below. Absolutely. Like, some of the cheap stuff is so much better. Not all of it. You do have to shop around. But the Poundland Mascara, you're quite right, Blonde Pixie. The Poundland Mascara is actually really, really, really good. It's the standard black mascara. I don't know whether that's the waterproof one. It's phenomenal. It's so good. I absolutely love it. I really, really genuinely do. I've bought it numerous times. We did, I think, last year or the year before, possibly the year before, pre-COVID, we did some members of our support group Transmission, when we were running that, we did a Christmas hamper for some of our members, and those that wore makeup, we put makeup items in. And I think everybody in the hampers, or everybody in one of the iterations of the boxes, because we did them for a couple of years, one of the iterations I put in a whole bunch of those Poundland mascaras, because they're really, really good. I think I've probably still got In fact, I know in my mascara pot, I've got at least one of the Poundland mascaras that's open, that's in my rotation, and I've got one still in the cellophane to use. It's really, really good. I have a try it box to try and review. Must get on that or they will blacklist me. What's a try it box? I don't know what a try it box is. But yeah, definitely. Right, everyone's saying £10 plus postage. So that's what we'll do then, Belinda. I think I'll pass this as my makeup purchasing is quite limited. I've said that already. Okay, we'll do. You're on holiday late August, early September, but we'll sort it out ASAP. Okay, my darling. Well, if you want, we can put it in September. It needs to go. Everything needs to happen before October because October is fully planned out. October is going to be a very, 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 very busy month. The project goes live in October. October is going to be bonkers. As I say, I said at the beginning of this, so yesterday I went across the Pennines, across the Dales and across the Solent to go and see our lovely Kirsty. And if you know geography, you know that those three things absolutely are genuinely, they do genuinely tell you exactly where Kirsty lives if you do that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. But because obviously Kirsty's quite protective of where she lives and doesn't put, she doesn't share a lot of that on the internet, which is absolutely, a safe thing to do. I always want to say, I nipped to go and see Kirsty. So if I say I nipped over the Solent to go and see Kirsty, it sounds like she's on the Isle of Wight. She's not. But if I say that, then you'll get that I just mean like I got on a bus or a train or a plane or a hovercraft or a jet ski and I went to visit our lovely Kirsty. So yes, so there you go. If anybody wonders. But what was I saying? I was trying to say something. I can't remember what I was saying. So the project is October, so that's going to be hectic. I'll have a look. By the way, Lisa, how many spanners are with you on Sundays and Wednesdays? Oh my God, how many spanners have we got now? Hang on. We have Major Anita, so the major spanner. We have Kirsty, we have Yaz, we have Kelly, we have, Anita, Kirsty, Yaz, Kelly, we've got Holland. Is that 5? Is that right? I think 5. And then we have normally on a Thursday morning, I think I've only got 2 designated moderators. One is Anita and one is Kirsty, but who's not on today because she's doing family things with the family. So 5 and then technically 2, but only one's on. Because on this channel we don't tend to get a lot of spammers. We don't tend to get a lot of trolls. And like I'm now at something like I can't even see on here and I can't, when YouTubers say I'll just pull up the back end, I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by when you say that. I literally don't know what that is referring to. Let me have a look. I have to go into my YouTube. I then have to click on a thing, right? I then have to 1.31. What's that? Just Google. Hang on. You love Lisa is counting and I've already answered. What? How many subs I've got? Have you? I don't know how many subs I've got on this channel. I don't know where we're at because it keeps changing. Because thank you very much. If you are just joining, by the way, thank you so much. 1,310 subscribers on this channel, apparently. Wow. Thank you very much. And Beyond Authentic, the Witchy channel hit 500. Woohoo! It hit 500. I'm so excited. Like 500 is halfway. It's halfway to being able to do mobile lives. It's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. I know, right? It's such a, like YouTubers, they go, here's my 5 million plaque or whatever it is they get. No, you can't get up. I've got stuff on here for a reason. There is stuff on the sofa so that you don't jump up. That's why it's there. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, that doesn't mean no. Did you see her ears just there? They saw your ears pop up. Yes. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not this morning. You can go and lie down and walk about and do your things. But no, thank you. She's gone to sulk in the doorway. She sulks in the doorway when she does that. Renata, 5 on, oh, that's what you mean, right? 5 on a Sunday and normally 2 or 3 on Thursday. Okie dokie. Thanks, Anita. Why? Oh, Lisa, you need to apply for Try It. They match you to campaigns and you get sent a box of stuff to try and then review and post on social media. I think I did. I think I signed up for that. I signed up for lots of things like that, like Instafluencer. Influenza. No, I signed up for influenza. No, something else. I can't remember what it's called. I love Lisa's counter. Okay, that's what that is. Thank you, Lisa. Much appreciated. Okay. I don't know why. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something about other stuff. But yes, so I can't remember what I was talking about. I got distracted by the dogs. Can you imagine? So we're nearly an hour in. I haven't told you anything about what happened at Slimming World yesterday, have I? So Slimming World. So we went yesterday. I literally turned up whilst the group was running just before weigh-in closed because it was the train back from across the Pennines over the ocean and over the Solent. The train that took me back from the plane and the hovercraft was a bit hectic. So by the time I got back into Leeds City Centre and got off the hovercraft, then I had to get the bus, or I was going to get the bus back, and then I'd rung a taxi because I looked at the bus timetable and I was like, yeah, I need to get to my Slimming World by about 5:30. And it was already 5:15. And I was like, yeah. So I ring a taxi and the taxi said 10-15 minutes. And 10-15 minutes went by and I was still waiting for the private hire. So I flagged down a black and white taxi, which is what so a black and white taxi is a taxi you can hail, like a London cab, like a black cab, whereas the private hire is like your Ubers, your local taxi companies, right? So I flagged down a black and white, I got to group at 10 to 5. So I literally had 10 minutes before, 10 to 6. So I had 10 minutes before it had, before you got to then wait until after image therapy to weigh in. And that annoys me. I like knowing where I am with the group. So I got there on time, fine. Literally, as I got there, the phone rang and it was a taxi driver saying, hello, are you still waiting for a taxi? And I said, no. I said, the private hire one. I said, no. I said, you told me 10-15 minutes. It's now been 35 minutes. I had to look at the clock then and work it out. I said, it's now been 35 minutes. I said, so no, I'm not waiting. And I hung up. And then he rang me back. And I answered and said, don't you ever ring this number again. I was like, I'm sorry, you told me 10-15 minutes, I have to be somewhere. 35 minutes later, you still expect me to be stood on the corner waiting for a taxi. I don't think so. So anyway, I got to group all flummoxed, gave them my card, and because I'd gone over on the train, because I'd gone over the Solent and the Pennines and the whatever the other one I said was, the Dales, that's it. And because I've gone over Hadrian's Wall, is that a thing? Is that actually a thing? Yeah, I think it's a thing, isn't it? And because I'd gone over the Irish Sea and seen our Kirsty, I think I've covered every direction there. Geography's not my good point. I had my wrong shoes on. So I normally weigh in with I've got like a little lightweight flats, and they're the same shoes that I've worn every time because I try and wear roughly the same clothes. And I had my other shoes on and they've got a bigger heel and they're just heavier shoes. So I was like, right, I'll take my shoes off. I've got my socks on tonight because I knew that I would need to weigh in without my shoes on. And everybody in the group was like, oh, she's taking her shoes off. She's cheating. Especially when it then turns out that I lost half a pound. Oopsie. If I'd lost a pound, I could have argued actually my shoes don't make a difference. But half a pound, you're like, wow, that could have just been the shoes and I might have had to maintain. But in my defense, yesterday I did also have, before I weighed in, over the course of the day, I'd had 5 coffees, 2 cans of pop, and a glass of squash at Kirsty's. Not all of that at Kirsty's, but, you know, on the train, having a drink, on getting to the train station, grabbing a drink, on the hovercraft, having a drink, on the aeroplane, having a drink. And I ended up coming in with £half pound off because I didn't go for a wee. I didn't have I was a bit backed up yesterday and still am a bit, I haven't been very regular this week. Sorry, TMI. But, and so £half off I was really happy with because genuinely, I drank so much yesterday. Oh my God, I was so thirsty all day, just a thirsty day. So yeah, Rufus came in, and bearing in mind, and we've both been totally on plan all week. No cheats, no slips, no nothing. And Rufus came in this week with £half on. Bloody fly then. So Rufus has actually gained £half, which is the first time he's gained this time around. But this is his 7th week, and yeah, eight weeks since weigh-in and his 7th week. And what he finds is over a couple of months, he will have like the odd random week where he will gain a tiny bit. And then like next week, he'll probably come in with £6 off. It's just the way that his body works. It kind of like, and he's also been a little bit backed up this week. So again, we don't know whether like maybe we had a few more potatoes this week, like in Cineworld chips or baked potatoes. Like we've actually had some of those this week, whereas normally we don't eat a lot of baked potatoes. We haven't had as much of the burrito mix, the speed food mix. That normally helps because there's a lot of fiber in it. So yeah, so we don't quite know what's gone on with either of us, like being a bit bunged. But that will all be sorted because, you know, it all balances out over the course of a week. It just happens that both of us will be like that on Tuesday. So yeah, so he was okay. We filmed a vlog that will be going up on Saturday, where he talks about sort of what it could be and some of those things and how he's feeling with it all. And he was very honest, actually, very, very honest in the vlog. So yeah, so that'll be going up on Saturday. And yeah, so overall, it was okay. It's just going to be, for me, it's just going to be one of those things. I do have a doctor's appointment set for the 1st of September for my thyroid results. So that's really good. So we're moving forward with that. But also, tomorrow, hopefully, I am going to the hospital to get some x-rays done ahead of a fibromyalgia appointment with the fibro doctor, who has looked at my case, looked at my files, looked at the records, not looked at me yet, but looked at all the rest of the stuff. And basically, the x-rays are the last bit of the puzzle for him to be able to diagnose me. He was chatting on the phone, such an amazing guy, because he rang and said, oh, you know, we've got an appointment. I said, no, we haven't. I was literally filming. I was like, no, we haven't. And he said, yes. He says, oh, did you not get the letter? And I'm like, no, what's this? I was literally like, I really can't talk right now. So he rang back, and we rang back about an hour later. And yeah, finally, after all these years, it's been about 4.5, 5 years that I've been trying to get a fibro diagnosis. And it looks like we're in that final stage now. Everything else is pretty much ruled out. And we're now waiting for the x-rays, which I'll go in. They are now booked. All I've got to do is go and turn up at the x-ray department and go and get those done tomorrow. So that is dead exciting. It's like one of those walk-in things. And then I'll get an appointment, and as soon as the appointment letter comes, I've got a phone number to ring the department to try and get a cancellation to get an earlier appointment. So that is going to be amazing. So I can have, hopefully, within a couple of months, I will have a confirmed fibro diagnosis after, as I say, it's been about 5 years, which is phenomenal. And I got quite emotional on the phone, to be honest, because I said to him, I'm so happy. I just need to know. And he's like, you do know there's no cure, there's no recovery from this? I said, it's fine. I said, as long as I know what it is, And I know that, you know, like the medical, and I know it isn't in my head, and I know that the medical profession are then like, this is what the name of the thing that is wrong with you is. This is how we can treat or manage the thing that is wrong with you. Once I have that knowledge, if you tell me I've got 6 months to live, I can deal with it. If you tell me, you know, I've like when they thought I had MS, if you'd given me a confirmed MS diagnosis, right, I know the prognosis, I know where we're going to end up, I can deal with it. I can make changes in my life. I can make some preparations. I can deal for that sort of slow decline. I can deal with this. What I can't deal with is not knowing what is going on and waking up and feeling like crap, and then waking up and still feeling like crap. And is it a thyroid? Is it diabetes? Is it my diabetes kicking off? Is it just my age? Is it from all the years of being on the scene and doing all the drinking and all the drugging and all the partying and all the late nights and all the, you know, all of the things that you're not supposed to do to be fit and healthy in your 50s and 60s and 70s? Like all of that, what is it? What is going on? And as long as I know, as long as I've got this is what the label is, this is what to expect, I can cope. I really can. And so I literally was on the phone. I was in tears. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And he had a dead sexy Italian accent. And in my head, he's like a slightly olive skinned George Clooney. I know, right? I know. And he was like, hello, I am Dr. DeMarco. I am, and I was like, oh, hello, doctor. I was like, oh, you might have to give me a full body examination. Ooh. I'm joking. Obviously, I've got a lovely Rufus. But you know when you're just like, oh, sexy Italian doctor voice. So hopefully we will be able to move forward within a couple of months. Within a couple of months, hopefully I'll have the results of the thyroid, and that'll be sorted with some medication, and I'll have the confirmation of the fibro, and then that will at least mean I know what's going on with my health. So yay in the chat, everybody, yay for fibro. It's not that, do you know what? It's not that I am pleased to have fibro, because I'm not. I hate it. It sucks. Like literally everything sucks. Everything hurts. It sucks. I'm constantly tired. I'm constantly in pain. I'm constantly falling over. It sucks. However, knowing what it is, oh my God, like just being, and he said on the phone, he was asking me some questions about like where it hurts. And I said, at the moment, this week, my wrist is so painful. It feels like if I say tennis elbow in your wrist, does that make sense? Do you get what I mean with that? You know, like when you've been doing some repetitive strain injury, that's what it feels like. It feels like when I used to sit in a call center and I was a customer liaison manager, and I used to have to sit there and type the whole time, days and days and days, and type up letters, and I was just doing that. I got really bad RSI in my wrist, and it feels like that, except I haven't been doing anything. And like I don't type, you know, I type like these days. So my wrist is bad. And then I was like, my knees, if my knee joints do that and bang together in the night, it will wake me up because it feels like I've been hit with a baseball bat. Like my ankles hurt, everything. My shoulder at the moment, I was going through absolute jit with my neck and my shoulder, and it just feels like a pinched nerve. It's just, you know, there's so much going on. And he was like, from everything you said, I am pretty sure I will be confirming your fibro diagnosis. He says, I am pretty certain that's what's going to happen. And we'll be having a discussion about pain management and about, what's it called? Yeah, pain management. He said, that is what I think we're going to be doing. He said, looking at your notes, he said, but I can't officially diagnose you over the phone. He says, I need to have the x-rays and then we need to have a face-to-face. He says, but I'm pretty sure, you know, within a couple of minutes of meeting you, he says, I'm pretty sure we'll be talking about how to manage the condition. And I was like, thank you, doctor. You know, when you're just like, oh my God, thank you. There's actually a chink of light coming through this dark grey clouds of hell. Absolutely amazing. So yes, so that's really good. So health-wise, I might actually start knowing what's going on. Health update for Rufus. He seems, touch wood and stick, wooden spoon. He seems to be edging closer to health, or closer to a bit more health, if that makes sense. He seems to be getting a little bit better week on week, partly as the weight's coming off, but also I think, you know, he is doing all of the things. Like he eats, he has some dairy in his diet, but not an awful lot, but he has enough so he's got, you know, calcium in that in him. We have a very, very balanced, healthy diet at the moment, which is going to be helping nutritionally. We take supplements. He's taking his pills. He's on his CPAP machine, even though it's causing sort of, you know, he gets dry skin here, which I think is triggered by having the mask on because he's got the CPAP mask around his nose. So yeah, and he is slowly recovering. Slowly. I mean, this is 18 months nearly since, hang on, what are we, August? 17 months since we both got COVID. And he is slowly starting to get better. As I say, putting the leaflets round was actually his idea. He was like, oh, we can do that. We can use it as body magic. And I was like, that's telling me that he's feeling a bit better. He also washed up the other, and it sounds ridiculous, he washed up, like, but to stand and do the washing up for 25 minutes 3 months ago was difficult for him. Was really difficult because of his breathing. It was really, really difficult. So to be able to do that now and to walk around a supermarket, and yes, he might have to stop a couple of times and catch his breath, and invariably will be quite sweaty because his heart rate is still a bit weird, still doing all of this business, which we're monitoring. But his heart rate will spike several times going around a supermarket, and he'll have to stop and pause and catch his breath. And he goes either really pale or really red and gets sweat. So all of that. So we're still very much aware of that and very much monitoring it. But it's a step up from where we were. So that is I'm going to get emotional now because I honestly thought I was going to lose him. And the idea, I would not be able to go on without him. I really wouldn't. And the idea, like literally, when he was so poorly and he was in and out of hospital and his breathing was so bad and he was so struggling, I thought I was going to lose him. I really, really, really did. And oh my God, to see where he is now compared to where we were at the worst time is absolutely like, it's his Olympic gold medal. It really is. Compared to where he was. So yeah, he's doing really, really well. I'm not getting emotional. You can't get emotional when you got coffee. It's my new law. Absolutely neat. Bless him. Absolutely. He is my rock, my world, my universe, my life. I told him before, like when he was going into hospital, when he was so poorly, I said to him, I said, you can't bloody die. I said, hey, who's going to look after the dogs? And he went, what do you mean? Well, you know, if anything happened to me, like, they'll be fine with you. And I was like, no, because the minute you die, I'm gone as well. I was like, I can't go on without you. Don't be daft. Like, we're a twofer. We are literally a twofer. It's like, whenever one of us goes, I was like, if I die, you'll be fine. You'll carry on. I said, but if you die, if anything happens to you, I said, I'm done. I said, I can't go on. I said, so you can't die because then what happens to the dogs? Because I won't be around to look after them. So you've got to get better. That's what I tell you. I mean it. I honestly mean it. Honestly, could not live my life without that man. Could not. Anyway. Enough maudlin talk. You're so glad he's started to feel better. Thank you, Ness. Yeah, he is starting to feel a bit better. Look, I've got my matching shorts on. My shorts that kind of match the colour scheme for the t-shirt. I'm all in, what would I call this? Teals, greens, blues. To me, my shorts are like, if I say Hawaiian shorts, I don't mean like Hawaiian shorts like back in the day, like board shorts. I mean, they're like palm leaves in sort of teals and greens and whites, but they're sort of Yaz is back. Hi, Yaz. They're sort of, yeah, anyway, so they're that. That's not my tummy, by the way. That's the t-shirt. They are, whatever that is, like, that's the colour of them. And I love them. And they match the t-shirt. So I was like, oh, I'll just put my shorts on today. Even though, can you see, or you won't be able to see, but you might be able to see how dark this room is compared to normal. I've got the curtains are open and everything. I keep looking out the window because it's so dark here. It's really, really coming over cloudy. It really is. But yes. So then, what have we got coming up this week? Well, on the Witchy channel, there will be a video this week. Oh my God. Again, talking to Kirsty yesterday, you will send prayers for Rufus and for you, Lisa. I will try and find and beg the support from the relevant gods to aid both Rufus and you to better health. Thank you very much. There are active puppets, or an active puppet which might have ginger hair and a beard on my altar. So it's like autumn already. Autumn is coming. I told you. I said earlier. I tell you, it's 2 days ago. 2 days ago is when autumn arrived, because I smelt it. I smelt it in the air. You know when you just go, and I was like, oh, autumn. It's that first hint of crisp. And I was like, oh, that means Halloween. August means autumn, means Halloween. Seriously, as I was getting ready today, as I was finding my clothes, I was like, I want spooky. It's spooky season nearly. It's nearly spooky season. I want spooky. And I nearly put my skull top on, which I can't wear. Literally, I've probably got about another couple of weeks. Because if I wear my skull top, I can only wear it, right, from maybe December to August. Because if I wear it in September, people think I'm wearing it for Halloween early. October's fine because you accept Halloween stuff in October. If I wear it in November, people think it's a Halloween top that I'm still wearing. So, and I've got a couple of tops like that, and they've just got skulls and spooky things on. Every day is spooky season for you. I know, right? Tell me about it, Yaz. But when I say spooky season, I mean it's like when you can go in the shops and find spooky things. And you go down the seasonal aisle and it's not all pastel, rainbow-coloured sunshine and watermelon sliced trite. I was going to say another word there. I'm trying not to swear as much on the YouTube, so I don't know whether you can tell, especially on this channel. Julie, you must love and leave you all. Have a great week, everyone. Take care. Oh, take care, Julie. Bye, my darling. We will definitely see you next week. By the way, everybody, do please put if you've lost or weight gained or maintained, if you are on a Slimming World or Weight Watchers or a weight loss journey of any kind, of fitness journey, and you are following any type of plan, please let us know down in the comments section or in the live chat if you're here live, how you've got on this week as well, because it's really, really interesting. August, until a few years ago, meant the height of summer with temperatures to match. Now suddenly August has become the start of a long autumn. It really has, hasn't it? It really has. Yaz, you're like me. You love it when shops start getting Halloween stuff. Yep, this is the season. If TK Maxx has got it in, I will be there tomorrow. I would go today, but I've got an appointment at 2 o'clock on the Zoom, and then I've got another appointment at 6 o'clock on the Zoom. So I can't do that, unfortunately. But I would be there, literally. I'd be like, here, take my credit card. Thank you very much. Let's go for it. So I will definitely have a little look-see. Although I have so much Halloween stuff, like from previous years, like bags and bags and bags and bags of it. So yeah, you've maintained, but then I'm not really exactly on plan as I can't get your head around it. So this is where I'm going to sound. How can I put it, Ness? Right. I tell you what, right? You all know me. Like, the word authentic is in my DNA. It's in my, maybe you should assess what you've got before you go shopping. I know that I know what I've got in terms of Halloween stuff because I know what's in the back. I know what's in the two big bag for life bags of Halloween related stuff, because they're literally in the cupboard behind the wall here. So I know what's in there, and I do also know there's a couple of things I want to get that I've seen previously and not picked up and then regretted. So it's kind of the opposite of buyer's remorse. Like, instead of, oh, why did I buy that? It's like, oh, I should have bought that when I saw it. And so there's a few things that I would like to get my hands on in terms of nice, relatively nice quality ongoing things, if that makes sense. So yeah, absolutely. Ness, do you want me to be brutally honest and authentic about weight loss? Do you want me to be brutally honest and authentic? Because I have filmed, I have documented on this channel our journey of weight loss, right? Going back 4.5 years, whatever it was. And I've documented it, and I have been like at my smallest, and I know for some of you this is going to sound enormous, but at my smallest, I was a 16 to 18 top and a 12 to 14 bottom, because I'm top heavy and I'm quite broad, obviously, and I'm 6'2". So at my smallest, depending on where I got things from, like I was in Primark clothing, you know, that should say something, and they're cut really small, and I followed the plan, the Slimming World plan. Now, when I haven't followed the plan, when I didn't go to group regularly, stay to image therapy, do all of that, we tried intermittent fasting, we tried keto diet, we tried calorie counting, we tried healthy eating, we tried all of that, all of it. And basically none of it stuck. We tried doing the Slimming World plan. We called it Slimming World Light because we were like, we'll do the plan, but we won't necessarily count the sins, but we know what we're having, so we're going to be... And we literally were kind of like, for the last probably 2 years, bearing in mind COVID and ill health, but probably for the last 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, we faffed around, and that wasn't the word I would normally use, we faffed around playing at dieting. Don't fancy doing that this week. Should we try keto? We'll try keto. Oh, eating lots of meat, eating lots of high proteins. This is really nice, but it's not really working out. Oh, well, we'll just eat for 2 hours a day. Right at the end of the day, we'll just eat then. We won't eat anything. Oh, that's not worked either, right? The hard reality is, right, for me, Slimming World is the only plan. And I've tried Weight Watchers in the past, and I've tried, other chub clubs and fat clubs and all that stuff. And I've tried all of those. And the only one for me that I can get my head round and I can stick to, and I know the rules, and therefore I know when I'm breaking the rules, i.e. eating too much. And the only one that I personally can follow is Slimming World, because once I've got my head around it, there's a shed load of cookbooks. There's a shed load of stuff that we've got as our staples in our store cupboard. Fry light, all the herbs, all the sort of very low sin and speed food snacks like the pickles and all of that. So we've got all of those in, and that, for me, I know when I'm on plan. I know when I'm sticking to it because I can see the weight loss starting to come off, which is why for the first 3 weeks, I was not worried the fact that I was gaining weight, because I knew it meant something was wrong. I knew it meant there was something in my body that wasn't working the way it should be, because I wasn't cheating on the plan. And the thing is, there's a YouTuber on here called Jane Day, and she does Slimming World, and she's done it, again, part of the community back in the day. And I love Jane Day. She's so lovely. But she always ends her videos with, it will work it will work if you work it. It won't if you don't. And with weight loss, that's the thing. So for anybody watching this, if you are trying to lose weight, right? And in fact, I'm going to make a whole video just on this. If you're trying to lose weight, try and think to yourself, why? Why do you want to lose weight? Is it for a general, I just want to be a bit healthier? is that just a bit healthier enough of a reason for you to stick to a restriction? Because diet, healthy eating, all of that is a restriction. Now, Belinda, get me leg out now. Look, with my shorts on. I'll put my shorts there so it doesn't look like I'm naked. Belinda, you are like super fit, right? You go cycling for like 15-mile cycles and 30-mile cycles and all of that. And because you burn off so many calories, you're able to eat more calories because you do all that cycling. But I know from watching your videos where you're like, oh, here's like a little chocolate bar. You're like, I can have a little piece of that. And you go for the lower calorie options and things anyway. Even though you are small, petite, you weight train, your fitness is really important to you. And so for you, like, it's part of your lifestyle. For other people, and if you don't follow Belinda Chapman, go and have a look at her channel, because there's lots and lots and lots of like really good videos where she's talking about like home bargains and what snacks she's bought. And in those videos, she'll try different snack bars that are normally low, we call them low sin, but low calorie, low fat, like healthier snack options. And this is the thing, right? I know when I'm on plan, I won't eat fish and chips. I won't eat chocolate. I won't eat those things because I know what it will do to me. It's not on plan, therefore it's not something for me. And I literally, I don't crave it. I don't, like at the moment, I'm having no cravings. I don't look at a pizza and think, oh, I don't go down the chocolate aisle in a supermarket and think, oh, and because we don't have kids and because we're both on plan, we literally don't have anything in this entire house, except I think there's somewhere is one of those round tubs of, not pick and mix, what's it called? Like loads of lollies or whatever it is, that we had that we bought for last year's Halloween before it got cancelled for Rona. So somewhere in a cupboard or something somewhere is one of them. No idea where it is. Need to find it. Need to throw it out because it's probably like manky or horrible. It's probably, when sugar goes all there, it's probably all like one. I'll lift up a lolly stick and it'll all be one giant lolly stick of melted goo. But so that needs to go in the bin. But that's the only thing in the entire flat that is remotely not on plan. Everything else is gone. Like, because we can't have it in the flat. Because if I know, with the exception of there's some digestive biscuits for the dogs because they like those, the sort of, just digestives. But there's nothing else in this flat that is unhealthy, because we're working the plan, and it will work if you work it, it won't if you don't. And the thing is, we can all sit here and say, I want to lose weight. Oh, I do want to lose weight while we're sat eating a bag of crisps. Oh, I really want to lose weight. Oh, I need to do something about my weight. Oh, I looked in the mirror and I wasn't happy with it. Oh, I'm eating some crisps. Oh, I'm eating my chocolate. Oh, I'm eating some popcorn. I'm having a burger. Whatever it is, right? We can all do that. And for me, my £6 a week that I pay to my Slimming World consultant, to sit and get weighed in and to publicly kind of, it's almost like public shaming, but it isn't, because it's supportive. And if you do gain weight, it's supportive. But there's that kind of thing in the back of my head. It's like, I am paying £6 to go and stand on some scales. I have electric scales in the bathroom, in the wet room, and I can put those down and I can weigh myself just as like exactly, just as digitally, just as exact as Slimming World. I can do that to within like the microgram. So I don't need to go and pay £6 to stand on those scales. I have all of the cookbooks, pretty much all of the cookbooks. By the way, the giveaway is still running. So it's running until the end of August. If you want to get your hands on what is now 4 Slimming World cookbooks, do have a look for the giveaway video on this channel. And it will tell you how to enter that. And if you want to see what the cookbooks are, go and have a look. I've added an extra cookbook in, and I've added in a shopping list thing to that as well. So do make sure you go and check that out. But like, we've got all the cookbooks, we've got all the herbs, we've everything is fully stocked for us to make pretty much any Slimming World recipe out there. And so we know that we're on plan. And I also know if I go off plan, so when I was over the Solent, the Yorkshire Dales and the Pennines yesterday, I know that it would have been very easy for me to just go and find something that I could have eaten. I went into Boots and got a bottle of water. I could have picked up a meal deal, sandwich and a bag of crisps. I could have picked up chocolate bars, anything else. And I literally picked up a bottle of water and went out because I was thirsty. That's the only thing I wanted. Because you look at the food in there and I was like, this isn't for me. This isn't part of my lifestyle. And so I decided not to have it. And that is the thing for everybody that's watching this that wants to lose weight, find what works for you. If that is Slimming World, then don't, here comes a swear word, don't fuck around with it. Literally, what are you doing? Because the only person you're effing around with is you. Like, oh, I'm going to cheat on my diet. Who are you cheating? Bloody Bob down the road doesn't care whether I've put £5 on or took £5 off. Mrs. Johnson 5 doors that way doesn't give a toss whether I'm half a pound lighter this week or half a pound heavier. Nobody else cares. Who am I cheating? I'm cheating me. And it's one of those things where, because I'm paying my £6 every week, if I cheat my diet, I might as well just throw that £6 in the street. Just throw it away. And I know £6 isn't a lot of money, but £6 is also a lot of money. Like it genuinely, £6 to go and stand on some scales. That's a lot of money to go and stand on some scales when I've got scales in the bathroom and I can do it for free. So part of that is my commitment that I am giving myself a set time. So every week I am at group. Every week I am, hey up Kirsty, Kirsty's back. Kirsty's here. She's been out with the trolls for the morning. Oh, I'm glad you had a lovely morning. We were just saying, Kirsty, that yesterday when I went, oh, yes, that's a very good idea. You're surprised somewhere hasn't developed Slimming World meal deals. It'll be Iceland if they ever do that. Kirsty, I was telling everybody that yesterday I came across the Dales. I went over the Pennines, over the Dales and over the Solent to come and visit you by train, plane and hovercraft. So, yes, that's the only way I can keep it in my head as to where you live. Jesus Christ. But in all honesty, it really is that simple. Like, if you want to lose weight, then lose weight. Just stop eating shit. Stop kidding yourself that it's, this, that, and the other is the reason. It's what you put in your mouth. It's how you do it. And I'm not at all belittling the fact that it's really hard. My eating disorder is basically, it takes over my brain and tells me, doesn't matter, just eat that, just eat this, just eat that, just eat this, just eat that, just eat this. That's what my brain says. That's what my eating disorder says. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about being like, join Slimming World next week, because if you don't go to plan, if you don't go to group, then it means you don't have to stick to it and you can lose the weight next week and just have that extra hi-fi bar in those 3 bags. Doesn't work. And at the end of the day, the only person I'm screwing with is myself. The only person I'm cheating is myself. And so for me, it literally is, if you are genuinely ready to lose weight, if you are genuinely ready to make lifestyle choices and all of that, then find the plan that works and stick with it. Work the plan, because it will work if you work it and it won't if you don't. So that is genuinely what I've got to say. In all honesty, it really is. And so Ness, like, I know that you struggle with wanting to lose weight. I totally would recommend the Slimming World plan. I really would. Now, I know that isn't affordable to a lot of people, because £6 a week to step on some scales is a lot of money. I think you can get it at a discounted rate if you just do it at the app and you don't go to the groups. I personally, like, we haven't got a lot of money at all. Like, we've got bugger all money, to be brutally honest. Like, I am buggered when it comes to finances. I really am. But if it came down to choices, my £6 a week absolutely goes to get weight. £24 a month to get weight. That's a decent sub box. Some months 30 quid. That is a good sub box that I am spending every single month. I didn't even think of it like that. Jesus. That is more than my Netflix, Amazon Prime, Kindle, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Kindle, and Pact combined. Okay, when I look at it like that, that's bloody expensive. Jesus. I hadn't even thought about that. Wow. Okay, there you go. That's all of my telly entertainment that I pay for, and my coffee subscription. Every month I pay to go and do some scales. Jesus, I can't, Kirsty. This is literally what I was just saying, right? This is literally what it is. I cannot go to group, right? I can't do Slimming World without going to group. I need, like Rufus can, he's amazing. When he's in the zone, he's in the zone. I can't, because what I need is that thing where it's literally like, I need to go and see teacher, and I need to go and be honest and go, I've got on the scales, I've had a bit of a wibbly week or a bit of a crap week, or like I've completely fallen off plan midweek and all my body weight in hi-fi. I bought 3 packs of hi-fi bars to last me in a month and I ate them all in one night. Whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, I need to be honest, and I need to be able to go and say that, and also say to other people, you know, I don't understand it because X, Y, Z. And then somebody says, oh, did you know the sliced chicken, like the chicken roll, you know, the cheap chicken roll? A couple of years, 4 years ago, when we were on plan before, like on it, we were eating like the chicken, the round, you know, the thing you put in sandwiches and you get it for kids, and it's like normally like 120 or something for the big chunky thing of like round chicken, the really processed shit, right? So we were eating that because it was like, oh, it's sliced chicken. You can have sliced chicken on plan. So I was like, right, okay, sliced chicken. And snacking through the day would have in the fridge, there'd be some cherry tomatoes, baby plum tomatoes, things like that. And we'd literally go, right, oh, I'm a bit peckish. I'll grab 6 slices of that chicken roll and a handful of tomatoes and a couple of pickled onions, put them in a little bowl, nom, 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 right? Absolutely, that's what I would do. Turns out that chicken roll stuff was like half a tin a slice because we didn't check and we just assumed it was the same as a sliced chicken. And that shocks the hell out of us because we were totally on plan. And the only reason we found out about that was because somebody at group said, oh, I discovered that this chicken roll I've been buying for the kids is half a tin a slice. And me and Rufus looked at each other and went, is it? I don't think it is. Is it? I don't think it is. No, it can't. Is it? Oh, shit. So I've got to be at group. So for me, that's what I found that works. But my eating disorder, literally up until the point, the day before we went to group, which is completely stupid because up until the day before, let me finish the sentence. Up until the day before we went to group, right, we're going to the group on Wednesday. Tuesday night we had a takeaway. Monday night we had a takeaway. Sunday night we had a takeaway. Probably Saturday night I cooked something which probably wasn't very healthy. Friday night we would have had a takeaway. Tuesday the week before we'd have been at the chippy because it was like, right, we are going to eat all of the food, and the excuse is that we're going to be on plan soon. So in that week or in that couple of weeks before going back to Slimming World, we probably put on a stone each just because we were like, we'll just eat our body weight in all the calories. And this is the way that my brain works. My eating disorder basically says, right, if you give me a window where you say like the next day that we're going to be off plan, and literally we're off plan, will be October 23rd. October 22nd, which is our anniversary. October 23rd was my parents' anniversary. So October 22nd is our official anniversary. And we will go for a meal. It will be as on plan as we possibly can. So we'll probably go to Harvester. We'll fill up on the salad bar beforehand. But if I'm going to eat a Harvester salad bar, I'm going to have some yogurt, some coleslaw. I'm going to have a little bit of blue cheese sauce. I'm going to have some olives. I'm going to eat, like, I might have the roast potato, the roast chicken with, I might have it jacket potatoes. I might treat myself to some actual fried chips. You know what I mean? For one meal, that is like his birthday, my birthday, our anniversary, and Christmas are the only days where we allow ourselves to have those meals. And it's like, you know, for our birthdays, like next year, it will be a case of, right, we're off plan for that day. Do you want to go to Shish Mahal and we get a lovely, amazing Indian dinner? Do you want to go to, you know, the round the world buffet type places? Where do you want to go? The rest of the time, we're on it, because the reality is, right, and I know, Ness, you're saying that your head's not in the right place right now. Absolutely, my darling. Like, when you are ready, and you're never going to do it until you are ready. Now, whether that is a rock bottom moment where you get on the scales and you realize that you've put on 5 stone, or you get you might get your winter clothes out from storage for this year. And it might be like, oh, right, I've got my heavy coat on for when it's cold and snowy. And you might put it on and then you go, oh, doesn't zip up. It's a bit tight. Oh, whatever that moment is, for a lot of people, there comes a moment where you go, yeah, right, I've got to do something about this. And it depends, and that is different for everybody. That is absolutely different for everybody. Kirsty just dropped Ian off at the train station. So been there more times in the last 2 days than the last 2 years. I know, right? It's that train station, hovercraft station, airport. It's don't knock my coffee over. What did I put? Oh, my phone. I just threw my phone on the floor. You know, that's good, as you do. I know, right? I got the train. Literally, I ran. I know. Well, I walked briskly or jogged, depending on your point of view. If you thought there was like a 3.2 Richter scale in your town, that was happening as you were pulling away from the train station. It wasn't an explosion. It was me trying to run to get the train. So I literally did me a little like pulling, like carrying me bloody case, because it was too, every time I tried to wheel it, it was falling over. Oh my God, just make luggage so it doesn't do that. It's so annoying. But anyway, got on the train. I literally jumped on the train and we set off 30 seconds later. I was so skin in my teeth, got it. But yeah, it was good. Belinda, you were chubby as a child into adulthood, but have finally found what works for you. Well, this is easy. You found an exercise that you really, really enjoy. I mean, a second exercise that you really enjoy, because, you know, all of us in adulthood, we can all find a certain exercise that we enjoy. We've just got to find the right people to do that exercise with, if you know what I'm saying. Yes, it is a sexual connotation. It was an innuendo. Yes, it was. But yeah, for you, you're cycling. You love it, and you love the thrill of the cycle and all of that. I don't know how anybody could do that. Like on a nice warm spring day or nice warm autumn day, yes. In winter, in the height of summer, no thank you. Although Rufus is also talking about getting a bike for next year and getting it sorted, and getting my bike that's in the shed, that's been in the shed for 3 years, sorted. So we may well be not joining you on a bike ride. 20-mile bike ride, I don't think so. 20-minute bike ride, yes. 20-mile bike ride, no thank you. No thank you. Give us a couple of years. I like that, Belinda. Belinda says it's £24 as a monthly cost to stay on honest and on plan. Yeah, that I think isn't bad. Kirsty definitely found going and staying to group every week helped keep you focused, supported, and enthused to continue. And you couldn't have got to target without it. Honestly, it's a lot more difficult. Yeah, absolutely is. Doing it on your own at home absolutely is. It's so much more difficult. Look at it as a sub box for Slimming World. Do you know what I look at it as? I look at it as, this is my investment to myself. And £6 a week is a lot less money than I would spend on, like, that would be one burger, one Happy Meal in McDonald's, or not Happy Meal, like, what's it called? Not a meal deal. Is it a meal deal? What's it called when you go to McDonald's and you get like the burger, the fries, and the drink? A meal. It's not Happy Meal. That's in the box. Is it just a McDonald's meal? Is it just a meal? it just a meal? I think it might be. Oh, God. Okay. I'll talk to you about that in a second, Renata. Thank you, darling. Blonde Pixie, Slimming World is a bit better for you at the moment as it stops you looking at calories and food guilt, or I'll get too obsessed with restricting. Absolutely. And it's like, we don't restrict ourselves. We eat a pile of food, like a lot of food. Like yesterday, what did we have yesterday? Oh, we had some cod, because we got some cod in Aldi. That was really yummy, actually. Although Rufus had bones in his. I don't have any bones in mine. But then we also got a couple of salmon skewers in Aldi. That was really nice. And we had that with broccoli and chantenay, Chantecaille carrots. Yeah, Chantecaille, definitely the posh Chantecaille carrots from Chantecaille, the makeup brand. They're carrots, yeah, the Charlotte Tilbury carrots. Yeah, we had those. What else did we have? What did we have? No, hang on. What did we have? I'm trying to think what we had on our plate. It was piled high with veg, and I can't remember what the hell we did because we didn't have any. Oh no, we did have potatoes. We had stuff. Bollocks! Come on, brain. We had broccoli, courgettes, carrots in the steamer, and we had Slimming World chips, and we had the cod, and then a little salmon skewer. Jesus. And it was really yummy, piled high with veg, really delicious, really, like, it was filling, it was really nice, lots of Slimming World chips on the air fryer, really, really, really lovely meal. And it wasn't restrictive at all. And like, we were talking yesterday, and it was like, what would I have cooked if we weren't cooking this on plan? What could this have been? And it's like, it could have been fried fish, it could have been battered fish, and chips from, like, we would have put the chips in the air fryer anyway. So actually, it's pretty much the meal that we would normally have, except instead of a battered piece of fish, we've just got the fish in the steamer. So, you know, when you look at it like that, it works really well. Kirsty's the same. The mere thought of being told off or disappointed face from the consultant is what you need to keep me on it, because I don't want to be told off or see a disappointed face. Absolutely. Your moment was a photo of you and your two sisters. It's still on the microwave as a reminder. Ah, wow. See, I've got photos. And again, I was talking to my consultant yesterday about this. I said, you know, it's one of those things where I look back at myself and in the videos, oh, sorry, my back is aching. I know, look at this. Oh, it looked like I was all naked then. Got my shorts on. If you're just joining, I've got my shorts on. Because I thought it was going to be sunny today, and it's awful. But anyway, when I look back at the videos, and there's a video on this channel, which I haven't deleted, but there's a video on this channel where we were at a car boot sale. And we were doing it for transmission, raising money for transmission. And I was 16, 18 top in that video, and I was very slim in the face, very slim in everything. And for me, like, that's probably about the right size. I don't think I could get much smaller than that just because of my broadness. And at the time, I was so unhappy with my weight. I still thought I was so big. I couldn't see the changes. And now looking back, it's like, Jesus, what the hell were you looking at in the mirror? Because you weren't looking at what I'm seeing on the videos. And like, getting my head around that was really bad at the time. And now coming back to it, and it's literally, I mean, literally, we're having conversations already about, you know, in a year or so's time, when we're closer to target, being consultants and going for it and everything else. Because it is one of those things that I genuinely, I mean, I'm going to sound like a bloody Jehovah's Witness for Slimming World at the moment. Yeah, not the JW, the SW. But genuinely, for me, it's the only thing that's ever worked. It's the only thing that's ever worked. And, you know, whilst I still have, especially at the moment, I've got a lot of weight to lose. It's coming off, slower some weeks than others. As I say, 0.5 pound this week, but that's fine. I still haven't Yeah, I still haven't been. But, you know, it is one of those things. But anyway, right. Oh, thank goodness you managed to get it, though. I was a bit worried you'd get to the platform and it was just pulling out. Almost. I just managed to jump on. Right, Renata, you're sending prayers to ear, and I can't read that because it's got accents on and I can never remember how to say that. Menglau. Could you ask Rufus to wear something red for the next few weeks? He's got, I don't think he has a lot of red stuff, to be fair. He has got a T-shirt with a zombie biohazard logo on it, which is bright red. But yeah, I will do. Doesn't need to be big, just red. Would serve you too, but Rufus seems in need of it. Absolutely, I will do. Thank you, my darling. I absolutely will do. Yeah, just a meal, I think. Oh, is it? Is it just called a meal? I don't know, because it's been a long time since I've been. Like, the last time I went to McDonald's was the last time I came over to yours, when I was going across the Pennines, the Dales and the Solent, and I got a flat white. Oh my god! Oh my god! £1.50 for a dribble of coffee in a little cup, literally that much in a cup. Was not impressed. Unfortunately, though, I had to run and get the train, hovercraft and plane to come across to you, and so therefore I couldn't in any way, shape or form go, excuse me, why is there no coffee in my coffee? So yeah, but yeah, I was disgusted. But yeah, so right, we're an hour and 50 minutes in already, Jesus. So I'm going to wrap this up, I think. Starting to wrap this up. So what have I got coming up this week on this channel? So we will do, we've definitely got a Will It Soup. It might be the last one for a while because nobody is watching Will It Soup. It is just, I might as well, you know, yeah. We might as well just waste our time. But because we bought the jackfruit thing, we've now bought a second one because we still only got round to it. And the first one we bought went off, so I had to throw that away. And then when we were in Aldi this week, like day before yesterday, we bought another jackfruit chili. So I'm going to turn that into a Will It Soup. We're probably going to film that tomorrow, or maybe tonight after. No, it'll be tomorrow because I've got a busy day today. So yeah, definitely going to film that tomorrow. So that will be up for Monday. On Saturday will be the vlog, sat in the car vlog, the Slimming World car vlog. So that'll be up on Sunday. See, I like Will It Soup as well, Anita. I really like it, but it gets no views. Literally no views. The content on this channel that gets, I mean, I will do a Slimming World Will It Soup because it is a low sin meal. So it will be called that. If that starts getting views, then, you know, then we might keep it on the channel. But at the moment, the only things that are getting the views anywhere near sort of where we need it to be is the Slimming World content and the Rocker Box, if I can get it up online, you know, quick. Everything else that we like doing, like some of the other beauty stuff, that Reloved by Revolution review, nobody's watched. Well, not nobody, like, you know, I think 50 or 60 people have watched. But when there's like 1,300 on the channel, something like isn't content that's appealing to people. So there will always be beauty content and there will always be the Revolution one. Oh my God, it's such a big editing job, this Revolution video, Nate. Jesus, it's such a big, yeah, that's going to have to be several pieces, I think, this video. And then there will be some witchy videos coming up this week as well over on the other channel. Hopefully I'll get that filmed later today, and then that'll be up over the weekend as well. Because at the moment, every spare bit of time I've got is being concentrated on the project going live in October. So yeah, busy. If it's not people something we'll search for, it's not something people will search for, so it's only us watching it. Exactly. You can expect Revolution in 2025. No, it is coming. It's just a lot of editing. If you think about it, every time I do my face, you're looking at probably 40 minutes worth of video with all of the palettes. And there's a lot of palettes. And I've probably got 15, 20 palettes that I've gone through. That is a lot of footage. That is probably 16 hours of footage to try and edit. That's a lot. That's like, considering it takes me an hour and 20 minutes to render a 13-minute video, that is a lot of footage. It really, really is. Yeah, 16. It's probably about 16 hours of footage. So, you know, one of those things. Also, beauty, what's it called? Not IMATS, the other beauty thing. There was a beauty conference coming up that I'd got, one of the professional beauty things that I'd got tickets for, and it's been cancelled till next year. So I was planning on doing a vlog where we go along to this beauty thing, and it's all like they've got various stands and stores and things and all of that. Is it worth all that time for one video? That's what I'm saying, Belinda. It's probably going to be several videos, and the reality is that it's probably not going to get a shit ton of views. So it probably isn't worth the time, but it is something I want to film. I want to edit and get done. So yeah, you're pouring a glass of mead to ear and Menglao. That seems to be the offering of choice, and say a prayer as soon as this is done. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Thank you, Renata. We will take any support that we can possibly get in terms of magical support and stuffs. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. As I say, the healing brooch, the poppet, all of that. Well, not the healing brooch. The healing thing. So there is a working on my altar, as well as the poppet. There is a working on my altar for Rufus, which he doesn't know anything about. So, and he doesn't go in and he doesn't know that. What's the beauty expo thing? I like the sound of that. Let me grab it. Right, hang on. Let me whistle. Let me have a look. Oh gosh, right. I dropped my phone, that's why. It looks so dodgy with my leg up like this. It just looks like I've got no knickers on or something. I mean, just my knickers on. You know what I mean? Not no knickers on. Hell no. But right, let me have a look. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? I got... it's in my emails, and it is... Oh, here we go. It was called Professional Beauty North, and it was due to take place in September in Manchester, but they've cancelled it. And I don't think they've cancelled it because look at you, OnlyFriends, ready. You mean OnlyFans? OnlyFriends. That's a whole other website. Oh God, I know, right? Can you imagine? Hey, welcome to my OnlyFans channel. Thank you for. No, is it? That's not that. What's that from? Is that Babe Station? I'm sure. Is there a thing called Babe Station? Because there's a YouTuber. I can't remember what his name is, but he's a big guy in a mock. He's a big guy in a mocky vest. Think Oslo from Keeping Up Appearances, the Hyacinth Bouquet program, right? So a white vest, mocky vest, a big tummy, and he does a. I'm sure it's on TikTok. It might even be here on YouTube. But basically, he does a piss take of the Babe Station channel, website. I'm not sure what it is, but whatever Babe Station is it a website? Is it like OnlyFans? I don't know. I think it's. Is it a website? I think it might be a website where you phone in on the website and you do something. But anyway, right, and he basically goes like this. He goes, oh, call me. It's like Babe Station, but he's got like Vindaloo down him and things like that. It's so funny. The funniest thing is that we know what you're on about, even though you get it wrong. Absolutely, when it comes to OnlyFans. that sort of live stream is on for 11 p.m. not a.m. What the I know, right? It's always 11 p.m. somewhere, Kirsty. But I wish, if I can remember what this channel or what this guy is called, it was so funny. There was just these series of videos where he's like swigging a beer and like farting and like wiping his mouth. You know what I mean? Like, so he's eating something and wiping his mouth, and he's got curry stains down him. But it's that whole like, is it Bloke Station? Is that the one I want to say? Is it Bloke Station? Something like that. Google it. Bloke Station, Babe Station parody or something like that, and you'll find it. It's very funny. And yeah, so it's kind of like that. When I've got my leg up, it's like, hi, call me now, call me, and you too can see my lovely shorts, my tropical design shorts. Anyway, back to the beauty expo thing. Yes, sorry. It was called Professional Beauty North. And they do one in London that is on at the October 17th to 18th at the XL in London. And apparently, as a small thank you for your support, I would like to offer you a £10 voucher to spend at Professional Beauty London. So I could go to Professional Beauty London if I wanted to, and get a £10 voucher. But like £10 isn't going to cover me train fare. It's not even going to cover my megabus. It wouldn't cover, you know, a quarter of the petrol to get there. So there's no way I'm going to go to that. But next year, it looks like it's happening again next year. But the one thing I would like to go to is, so there's a couple of expos and fairs and things and like professional things. So we went to, what do we go to? We went to, there was one, when we had the Doncaster group running, there was one in Doncaster at the race course, which was like a business to business conferencey thing with a load of charities and other people there. We did a thing there, an expo there that was a business expo. There is one in Manchester next year. Yes, there is, Nate. I will, we can all, I tell you what, oh, we could do a meetup there. But anyway, I was going to say, so there's IMATS London, which has been postponed this year as well, because it's normally in April. IMATS is the International Mats company. Yeah, so it's where it's the International Doormat Expo, where we talk about doormats. No, it's a big makeup expo where you get all the lots of makeup stuff, and you take a shit ton of money because you're going to need a shit ton of money, but then you also get a shit ton of freebies. So that's why I wanted to go, obviously. And that was cancelled this year. I think it's on, that's on next year, IMATS. This Professional Beauty North is basically like, it's almost like a off-brand, you know, there's TED Talk and then there's off-brand TED Talk. It's kind of like the off-brand IMATS. But obviously that's been postponed. But IMATS next year I want to go to. There's also a really good, it's called London Edge. It's an alternative fashion household. It's for basically anybody in the retail world that does alternative-y stuff. And because I used to work in one of those shops, I think I can like, with the YouTubey stuff and the witchy stuff, I think I can like come under the sort of the radar, and I can sneak into that. So that would be really cool. And I don't think, like, you don't need to be a professional to go to that one anyway, but I think I can get to that one. So is it like a Comic-Con for makeup? IMATS kind of is. It's basically where like you'll have some of the beauty YouTubers do their meet and greets. So like I think Sophie Does Life was booked in for, and Makeup by Jack, I think they were there with the Revolution team, or planning to be there with the Revolution team. Have a look on YouTube, IMATS London, because there's lots and lots of videos from people that go. And you take like, if you take a couple of £100, you'll come back with like 500 quid's worth of makeup, because they all have IMATS only discounts. And like, if you buy these 3 palettes, you get this full brush set, and like all the various companies all try and do all of that. It's a TV and website, not that I'm on it. Is that the Babe Station thing? Wow, Blonde Pixie, I think you're a little bit back in the chat. But yeah, like, have a look for the parody, because that was really funny. I'm sure it's called Bloke Station. I'm sure that's what it was called. Was it Belly Station, or was that a different one? Can't remember. Anyway, so IMAX is basically, so like Revolution will be there, Charlotte Tilbury will be there, Chanticleer will be there, all of those like, darlings, did you know you can now buy our shit at a discount at our stand? That will all be there. So all the makeup brands are there. You get like, you'll get some makeup artists doing demonstrations. Occasionally you'll get like celebrity type things. So it's just the whole makeup world. So yeah, that's a really big thing. So look for IMAX. Have a look on the YouTubes because there's lots of things there. And I really wanted to go 2 years ago. When the other channels started doing the beauty stuff, I really wanted to go. And then obviously Rona. Last year it was cancelled. This year it's been cancelled. So hopefully next year I'll get to IMAX. And then the London Edge Expo I really want to go to as well because I've been there a few times and I love it. I love just walking around and you go, oh, look at all this stuff, and it's just, I love it, even though you can't buy any of it. You'll have to go as I need to do some preparation stuff for you and for prayers for yourself. Another go at the intervention set for tomorrow now. Okay, hopefully, fingers crossed for you, Renata. I will also later on do a little thingy for you for tomorrow as well then. So yeah, I will do a little working at the altar. So yeah, so fingers crossed for you, my darling. I hope everything goes super, super well. I am wrapping up very shortly. I know I said that like 5 hours ago. But yeah, so this beauty expo, if that happens next year in the Manchester Food, then yeah, we could certainly book into that. I definitely want to go to IMAX. So if that is, I think there was an IMAX Manchester planned, but I don't think it ever happened because of the Rona. But I think that certainly IMAX London will be happening again. So I will definitely be booking in for that one. We absolutely could do meet. Absolutely could all meet in Manchester and stay overnight for a night out in Manchester. Absolutely. I don't know whether from the impression I've got, if you are, let me put it this way, right? If there's only one beauty expo to go to, we should all go to IMAX. We should all go down, get cheap B&Bs just outside of London, commute in on the train or the tube or the hovercraft or whatever it is, however you go from the outskirts into London. So we all go for a cheap B&B somewhere, like as long as it's not a hovel, like or one of the cheap chain hotels, and all then go into, if there's only one expo, I would rather travel to London and go to IMAX because that is the one that I've got my heart set on because I really, really want to do IMAX. So yeah, so I would rather, if we're talking about, because from what the sounds of it with Beauty North, it sounds like a really budget version of IMAX, to be brutally honest. It really does. Now, the only reason I was going is that the tickets were free and it was relatively local. So like jumping on a train to Manchester is really quick. Yeah, Premier Inns, like the one that Lenny Henry used to advertise, like Travel Lodge. You can always get a room for, even in London, you can get a room for under 50 quid for a night. That's a decent room, blah, blah, blah. And especially if it's something that we all do in advance, we can all sort out like twin room sharing. So we get a room, there's like, you know, me and Belinda in a room, Neat and Kirsty in a room, you know, Yaz and Kelly in a room, Blonde Pixie and Renata in a, you know, whatever. We can sort all of this out where we can all do that. If people are up for it, that can all be pre-planned like way in advance. We just need to know what's going on with you know, the global situation with the Rona. But yeah, I think if I'm only going to go to one beauty expo next year, bearing in mind there's a lot of things that I've got planned for probably a lot of weekends out of next year are going to get booked up very, very quickly. So the idea is that IMAX is definitely one I'll be going to. Like, if it's on, I'll be there. I don't think you've got to pay a lot of money for the tickets. I think it might be like, I want to say £40 or something, but that gets you like free stuffs, a free goodie bag worth stuff. I can't remember what it was, because as I say, it wasn't on this year and it wasn't on last year, but do have a little Google of it. And we'll organise it. If people want, we'll organise it. I would love that. Also, by April next year, I should have lost a couple of stones, so I might actually feel a bit more confident about meeting some of you. because holy good, it's fine on camera, you know, if I do this. But Kirsty will tell you, face to face, I'm like Jabba the Hutt in a bloody bit of lippy. Literally, I'm like, what's her face? I'm like Anne Widdecombe with less grey. Oh no, she wasn't quite as fat as me. She's skinnier than me. What a bitch. I'm like that one on The Chase. Is she still on The Chase? Is it Anne? Anne? Is that the one on The Chase? I don't watch telly anymore. All of my telly references are 5 years old. This is crap, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to go because I'm just making TV references from so many years ago. I don't even know if anybody's on any programs anymore because I don't watch them. So anyway, I am going to go. Thank you so much for joining me today. As I say, there will be some videos coming up on both channels this week. I'm going to have to refilm my Killstar video on the other channel because the footage is crap. So I'm just going to have to refilm it. Yes, and the Revolution one will start getting edited at some point. It's just such a big bloody video that I might have to do it in pieces. Anne Hegarty, thank you. Is she still on it? Is she still? I love Anne Hegarty. She's such a fierce bitch. I love her. She's a real boss bitch, isn't she? And the thing is, you know, in real life, I bet A, she's a pussycat, and I bet B, not that you'd say this about a lot of people. Oh, she is still on it. Oh my God. I bet in a lot of situations, I know there was, oh God, this could be 5 years ago as well. There was either a program where she did a makeover or somebody was getting her ready for the red carpet. I think it was like a makeup program. She's autistic. Is she? I love her. I think she's so cool. I think I think she's beautiful. I think she does there was a program where somebody was getting her ready for a red carpet. I'm sure it was a makeup artist program. It might have been Glow Up on BBC. It was something like that, or something. And oh, bless you, Mum. It was definitely something like that. And she was in the jungle and talked about it openly. Vaguely rings a bell that she did something about the jungle. So yeah, it does. That vaguely rings a bell. But she was beautiful. She is beautiful. I think she's absolutely lovely. I really do. I think she's a lovely person. Oh, I like her. This is the right one I'm thinking of, isn't it? With the short hair, and she looks like a prison warden. Yeah. That's the one. That is the one. Please tell me I've got this right and I'm not actually thinking of someone else completely different. Yes, she did. She had yes, Belinda, yes. I can't remember what it was. But yes, she got a makeover and she had a bright lip and she had a lovely, I think it was a blue sparkly gown thing on. She looked absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. For a lady of her slightly more mature years, she put a bit of eyeshadow on, glammed up, a bit of a lippy, and she looked hot. She was a hot fox. Yes, that's her. Yes, thank you. I am, because my brain misfires all this information. Anyway, I'm going. I keep trying to wrap up. I'm going now. So thanks ever so much for joining. As I've said numerous times, thank you to everybody who's joined the channel over the last month, or 50, or I think it's over 60 now in the last month. Thank you for everybody joining, whether that's you're finding me through the Rocket Box or through the Slimming World content. Thank you very much for all of you for being here. Thank you to my regulars. Prisoner Subblock H like Vinegar Tits. No, she wasn't like Vinegar Tits. Vinegar Tits had longer hair that was pulled up in a bun, a bit like Joan Ferguson. For Prisoner Subblock H, she was more like, she would be, who would she have been in Prisoner? More like B. Smith a little later on, not early B. Smith when she had the curls, later B. Smith when she had a short sort of pixie cut. But yes, neat. Drop us a message if you want to chat on the Insta, because yeah, if you do want to chat. But anyway, so don't forget, as I say, the taller one. Joe Ferguson, you're thinking of the freak. I love Joe. I have box sets of Prisoner Cell Block H over there. I absolutely loved it. Me and Mum watched it. When Mum came here when she was passing away for the last 2 weeks, I sat and I had Prisoner Cell Block H and the Elvis Presley DVDs on a loop in her room throughout the day. So yeah, it would be on like in the background so she could watch it. She wasn't really very aware at the end, but you know, she could hear it, and I would talk to her about it all the time and tell her what was happening. Prisoner was the thing I shared with Mum. So yeah. Anyway, don't forget Kirsty's live over on Making It Up tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. UK time for a Friday night natter. Yeah, that's a place to be. I'm one of Kirsty's mods over there. Sunday over on the Witchy channel, 7 p.m. UK time for a self-care Sunday, and then tarot from about 7:45. Oh, you taped them. I had a lot of them on tape. But I've got a lot of the box sets. In fact, I need to go to CX and see if they've still got some more of the box sets. But before I do that, I need to write down all the ones I've got, because there's still a shed load that I haven't watched because they're behind the units there and I can't get to them. But yeah, I will sort that out. But anyway, take care, everybody. Thank you so much for joining my waffly 2.5 day live stream, or whatever it is I've done today. We have talked about everything: Slimming World, weight loss, we've talked about makeup, we've talked about health, we've talked about all sorts today. So thank you so much for joining. I've had a really lovely morning sharing it with all of you, and I think I need to go and batten down the hatches, because I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, everyone, but right here I can see the wind properly getting really windy, really blowy, and I'm looking at the window out the back there, and I'm looking at the window out the front there, and it is properly getting blowy. So I think I need to go and move some plant pots, because otherwise they're all going to end up on the floor, and I don't want to lose my lavender. So yes, anyway, thanks for joining, everyone. As I say, plenty of videos coming your way over the weekend on both channels, and look out for Rufus on the car vlog on Saturday. And yeah, we will see you very soon. As we always say on this channel, stay you, stay safe, stay authentic, and happy slimming. And I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you on Sunday, or see you tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. UK time over on Making Up on Kirsty's Live. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of the day, whatever you are doing. Be well, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.